Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got game 2 for day 21 of the European Starladder. What's up, Merlini? What's the good word here coming
Checking
in game
out the
2?
odds, 82-18, so slightly more lopsided than last game. But last VP got a very good run for their money.
Yes, it was close indeed. Fnatic versus Ahead. Would you say those odds are about right?
Ahead, I would say it's actually maybe slightly more in favor of Fnatic, but Fnatic hasn't been looking that well lately. But
Yeah.
Ahead's just no.
That's so terrible, Merlini. Oh boy.
What? What did I do here?
Just a no. Taking a look at the standings Ahead, yeah, they're 2-8, so they are towards the tail end of the pack. And
Is that a
Fnatic,
no?
It's a lower percentile.
They're 14 out of 16. Okay,
They're
so
13 out of 16.
if you extrapolate
You're
that,
confusing them with Team Aware.
oh wait, which one are they?
Well, actually, they're both 2-8, so it's 13/14, I guess.
Right. So if you take that into percentage terms, it's almost dumpster tier. Okay, so
It's almost.
yeah,
You're
we're talking about like 20th percentile, 15th to 20th percentile, sitting at 14th place. So
I guess your harsh words are warranted, but
no one wants to hear dumpster tier.
my poor feelings about heroes, maybe because they're fictional characters. These are people, man. These are their lives.
But
their
they're the worst of the very top tier Starladder
the
teams.
worst of the
though.
best. That's
Yeah.
still something.
Yeah, that's still something. I'm not calling them like trash can. I'm just calling them in percentage terms that are you can't dispute that they're bottom 20th percentile of Starladder.
Nor would I care to dispute that with you, my friend. But let's take a look at this draft, shall we? What do you think?
Dumpster tier of Starladder teams.
Dumpster tier of Starladder. You're the worst of the best. I don't know. Is it better to be the worst of the best or the best of the worst?
Worst of the best.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd almost rather be like king of the B team, B tier. That's like at least
Big
you're
fish
king
in
of
little
something.
waters.
Yeah, at least you're like impressive to somebody.
Well, the thing is, the
B
worst
teams have some fangirls.
the worst of the best can always be the king of the worst teams. That's the thing,
That's true. I
right?
guess
They can
sort
always
of
just drop down to
coincide.
Starladder if they lose the relegation matches, and then just go crush in Starladder B,
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. You could
and
always
then
do
they
that.
can get their EP all nice and huge. But it doesn't matter because they know what's waiting for them in the real Starladder.
Yeah. Fly drafting here for Fnatic and Arzeek drafting for Ahead.
Big fish and small pools are disillusioned.
Disillusioned.
Yeah.
It's true. It is a little bit true, but yeah, I don't know. Fnatic. They
Fnatic
keep
Wisp
getting
Tiny.
tiny wisps.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. Well, no one bans out Wisp anymore. That's very safe to say.
Yeah, but I feel like it's still warranted against Fnatic. Most teams maybe not, but I mean, Invoker's scary, but I feel like in the hands of No-Tail, Wisp is almost scarier. Like if I was drafting against Fnatic, that would be my number one. Ban out the Wisp. I don't want to muck around with this. Really
What's their
big.
win rate with Wisp? I don't know.
It's with Wisp Tiny, it's pretty high. I think on this patch, it's like 80% or something.
Team stats.
Ridiculous. It's something ridiculous.
Fnatic. Did you know there's a team called No Fat Chicks?
No, I didn't, but that's awful.
Yeah, as you laugh hysterically.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
I was laughing more so at the fact that
Well, I typed FA instead of FN for Fnatic. So
well, you deserved it then. It was
Well,
more their lack of
why
of.
does it say
fucks
no
given.
matching records found? Oh wait, that's the match results. Hero stats. That might have been why I couldn't find any. Yo, I'm not the best with that data. Why?
Wisp.
Oh, EO. He's EO. That's why.
Yeah, you
So
crazy.
80% win
10
rate
seconds
On this
remaining.
patch or
over
overall?
78.
That's gotta be
Radiant
okay,
team
overall.
ban.
Yeah, you can't.
EO 73%.
Okay, so
This
they still
patch.
have an epic win percent.
Whoa, they've actually picked EO without
10
using Tiny a
seconds
couple times
remaining.
too. I guess some people
Yeah.
ban it out.
Yeah, I mean, they run Wisp sometimes.
5
They don't always do
seconds
the
remaining.
Tiny, but I don't know. The rest of the Fnatic draft will start to fall in place here. They'll grab the Centaur, probably the
Fnatic's
Trixie
turn
hero,
to ban.
and looks like it will be a Lich played by Fly, and we'll see what they want to grab for Hani. Now, Ahead, they start off pretty scary as well. Dazzle into the Ember Spirit, Bat Rider, and
This is a
Starladder.
really scary
10
lineup from
seconds
Ahead.
remaining.
Yeah.
Like I'd actually be scared if it weren't Ahead.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
wouldn't be scared if I'm Fnatic. But I don't know. Maybe a head can give us a good run. They just like lack a lot of
Radiant
things, like
team pick.
teamwork. Firstly, they don't usually win their lanes,
Yeah.
and their mid game movement is mediocre. So, if they can win their lanes, though, I think that they can actually beat Fnatic with this lineup.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can win their lanes.
Are you one of those guys that when your girlfriend asks you how she looks in a dress, you tell her honestly, or do you
Fnatic's
always say she
turn
looks
to
good?
pick.
Because this is like, geez, man, this is some brutal honesty here. Depends on how ugly the dress is.
It depends on how ugly the dress is. I won't say it looks terrible, but I'll be like, eh.
It could be worse.
It could be worse. I've seen worse.
Oh man. The real question is, how will a head use this Ember Spirit? For me, that is the fuck all of
10
this draft.
seconds.
If
That's
they're
a
Ember
solo
Spirit
mid.
player,
Oh, if he's a badass.
yeah, like can he play
5
Ember Spirit well?
seconds
I've
remaining.
started training my Ember Spirit. You know, last night I was streaming and I was playing Ember Spirit. Then you started streaming and you were
Reserve
playing Ember
time.
Spirit. We were like
10
Ember Spirit
seconds
brothers,
remaining.
both going solo mid Ember Spirit, doing the exact same build, like
The
talking
build's
about
own
how
it.
epic he is, and then just sort of kind of doing okay with it because we're both still.
I'm very new with the hero.
Yeah, people were flaming me hard, and I was like,
It's okay. I get flamed hard too.
he's hard, man.
He is a hard hero. He is a good hero.
Good hero, hard hero, best hero.
Hani, with a new girl in his name.
Oh, look at you. Good guy, Hani. He's hearting Missy. You know, that's
So-
Bam Margera's wife's name.
Oh.
Just a small world.
Well, is Tiny Wisp going to be run mid? That's a big question here.
I would say yes. That's my...
Well, I mean, they
they've
could-
been doing it pretty consistently.
They could do like Lich Bristle mid and Tiny Wisp top.
Prepare for
They
battle.
could.
But if
could.
you want to shut down an Ember, then why not? Shut down Ember, please.
Yep. I mean, yeah. I mean, both of those lanes will shut down Ember, but I think the Tiny Wisp...
Hey, look, it's Cluckles.
It's this fucking courier, man.
Cluckles the Brave.
I'm having flashbacks to last time when you were just like, no, Cluckles! I've never heard that like level of timber in the Merlini casting. It's usually just like, yeah, this team, they're not that good. They're mid game, and then like all of a sudden you just like died. Cluckles was
Cluckles was under siege, man.
Cluckles is pretty cute.
I'm always
though.
sad when couriers die.
It's a really cute courier.
If-
What
if they're
Fnatic
cool
are.
couriers.
Yeah. What's the
30
Fnatic courier? You know the
seconds to
couriers
battle.
better than I do. This is a panda with some, I don't know the panda.
With the wings?
Yeah.
It's Captain Bamboo, dude. Do you not know any courier names?
No, I told you.
What's wrong
Many a
with
time, I
what's
only
wrong
use the
with you?
naked Greevel. That is my courier.
What's wrong with you, man? I know most
Duh,
of the
that's
courier names.
Bamboo Panda. Oh, what are you, an idiot? I feel like this could be a segment in the studios. I've already
Captain
learned
Bamboo
couriers.
and Cluckles the Brave. I don't even need the name on Cluckles the Brave.
Oh, I'm
You
sad.
can okay if you click on the courier and hover over to the thing to the right of the armor, you can see the names, but you can't see it no, to the right. Do you know what right is? Right of the armor
Right of the armor? Okay.
and the move speed.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, there you go. But that one, they renamed this one.
Yeah.
But if you click on Captain Bamboo, you can see it.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. All right, let's talk about these drafts a
He's
little
not just a panda; he's a captain. That's
He's a
what his
captain.
flavor text says.
Oh, God.
Cluckle says, "Oh, never mind."
Cluckle says something in Russian that we can't read.
Yeah.
So, it is going to be Tiny Wisp mid. Actually, we should just introduce these rosters here. And we've got a head on the Radiant side. It will be Seema the Slayer down bottom on the position 1 Starladder. And he will be joined by their stand-in, Ame. He's been standing in with them quite a bit on the Disruptor. Aloha Dance on the Ember Spirit in the mid lane. And, oh, God, level 1 Flame Guard. Oh, boy. Arzeek.
Oh.
He's on the down, so we see a little bit of damage exchanging here. And, well, the Flame Guard did absorb some damage from the Tiny.
50 magic damage. 50.
Yeah.
That's like not even half a tango.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll talk about it in a minute here. Up top, we've got no fear on the Bat Rider. You want to take Fnatic?
Oh, Hani's about to die here.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Heart Missy. Can she save him?
He has 4. Ooh, actually, that's a lot of.
Yeah,
cool
no
spray
fear
stacks.
taking some mad quills.
Quills to the face, but he has a flask and Hani does not. So introducing the side of Fnatic, we have Hani safe lane solo on the Bristleback, the 2 bad boys in the middle, Era on the Tiny, coupled with the Ball, No Tail on the EO, and then in the off lane we have Fly on the Lich, babysitting Trixie on the Centaur, and it looks like they are crushing Seema the Slayers.
Yeah, he's getting slain in last hits right now. 2-1 on the Starladder versus the 5-2 Trixie playing on the Centaur War Runner. And let's see, how is Aloha Dance doing in last
Oh,
hits?
it's Ame. What are you doing, buddy?
Uh-oh.
Oh, that was so close. Oh my goodness. He still might die because he has boots. Is Trixie going to catch up to him? Truck it.
And he's going to eat the trees. He tries to double back. Trixie, he jukes it. Oh, this war in the trees. There's the first blood.
That tree eat from Trixie.
Dire's
That was pretty
bottom
sick.
tower is
that
under
was,
attack.
that was pretty cool back and forth right there.
Well, it's a hero with boots chasing down the support, but it was pretty exciting. So.
Arzeek, he grabs the double damage rune, and they're hungry. They're going to go for him here. Fly will intercept him in the jungle. But little does Arzeek know, Era and No Tail, they're right hot on his tracks. He will grave himself. Fly looking like he may fall, but Dazzle's already gone down. It is support for
Are they going to
support.
toss a Centaur? Come on, get in position, buddies.
They're trying to line it up. Can they do it, though? There you go. Trixie hops forward. There's the hoof stomp. Era. That's an easy kill. Well done.
I don't know. Trixie's going to die, too.
Is he?
I think so.
He's got a salve on.
There's
I think
support
he'll be okay.
there. I don't know, dude. This is not good for Trixie, unless he has some mad tree-eating skills.
All right, I take that back. He's dead. No, maybe I take it back again. No Tail and Era. They come
no
in.
take-backs, man.
No
Dire's middle
take-backs.
tower is under attack.
And, wow, Seema will be repelled.
Why do they have 4 people down here? Do you know how long they've had 4 people down here? Where's the rest of his team? Ember Spear's like, hey, I'm just getting free farm easy. But
Yeah.
his team's getting demolished in this safe lane, and they need help.
This
They need
is,
help badly.
This is a little bit of a disaster.
It's a lot of disaster, man. You can't have Tiny Wiz just crushing you before they get level 6 at your safe lane.
Yeah, Tiny's 2-0-1 with only 9 last hits right now. He's
You don't
just-
need last hits.
I mean, not when you can just farm heroes. Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
especially against a hero like Starladder, who's very farm dependent in the early game.
Yeah.
And very, I wouldn't say he's like super weak early game, but he's weak enough that you can capitalize on it. Fnatic's doing a very good job of doing that. But Aloha Dance, he was left to his own devices, but he's still number 2 on CS. Bristlebag actually the big leader here, 20-5 compared to the 12-0 Batrider in his lane. Magic Stick probably owning it up in that lane.
Yeah. So Aloha Dance, this build, this is the, do we have a name for this build, the 113 at level 5?
You can call it the dumpster tier
The
build.
dumpster tier build. It's really bad, though. People still think it's good. I was getting flamed about it.
It's okay sometimes.
Like when?
Like when you're dying a lot.
Yeah,
Or
that's true. Usually you're having other problems. on
or
top
it
of
can
that.
stay on a lot of the time. I mean, it's like okay, but
It's
tiny.
good. All right, I'll say. I'll add. It's good for clearing creep waves.
It's
That is
very
one
good
thing
for
that it
clearing
does
creep
well.
waves. But it's not good for aggression. I think that Sleight of Fist, Flame Guard is just, or Sleight of Fist
Yeah.
and Bowls is a lot better for aggression.
Yeah, it does. This does steady damage for clearing creep waves, but your big damage is the bolus.
It's I'd say it's actually maybe slightly stronger, like 1 through like 4, but post 5, I'd say that the other build is way stronger.
Yeah, and
'Cause, like, look at that Sleight of Fist. It's just like,
It does
did you
nothing.
even cast it?
yeah, it does no damage. And
Yeah.
the Searing Chain, the real value point on the bolus is level 3, because that's when you go from the 2 duration to the 3 duration, and the DPS stays the same, so you get a huge
No,
jump.
DPS goes up.
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, the DPS goes up, but it doesn't. There's a huge jump from level 2 to level 3 compared to level 1 to level 2 or level 3 to level 4.
There's a big stack too. Oh no, Fnatic's taking the big stack.
Will they actually take it? No, they'll get engaged upon. Aloha Dance coming in. He may grab a kill onto No Tail here. No Tail does have a haste rune, though. He's going to try and scoot away. That's one speedy Wisp, but he needs to be careful. Kinetic field, and yeah, nowhere to go. And No Tail will die. Era will suffer a similar fate, but it will be a 4-man rotation. Bolas connect. You see how little damage it does when he doesn't have Flame Guard up. And yeah, they will make it a double kill, but it is a 4-man rotation. Though Fnatic rotate 2 heroes as well. They say Seema. And nope, they won't be able to grab a kill. I think Trixie probably should have just stayed farming. He really needs that blink.
Nice anticipation from Seema though.
Yep.
Circling around like that. Well,
So
now
they
kill
clean
score
it up.
almost even. Ember Spirit on a pretty big roll here. He is level 6. He does have an illusion rune, so he has caught up quite nicely after being pressured by that dual lane. Both heroes in offlane are level 6. How is the safe lane doing for Fnatic here? Hani still crushing Batrider, I see. Yeah.
Yep. He's owning it up. Looks like he's going for a fast Vanguard. No Fear has the Tranquils about 900 in saving, so still a ways off getting that Blink Dagger, but all in all, not too shabby. Both sides, I guess you could say, are doing well. Batrider with 21 last hits in lane. Not ideal, but he is level 7, so he's doing okay. And
He's doing alright.
Arcane boots on the bristleback. Interesting play from Hani here.
Yep. Usually you'll see treads, but if you're not in mid with no bottle and you're not in the off lane, because you actually won't have money for it in the off lane. Oops, Era.
Yeah, Kinetic Field comes out. Thunderstrike as well. Era will survive. He tosses back Aloha Dance. And they'll be just fine. Port coming in for Fnatic. But they won't be able to pick up a kill, I don't think. Unless Centaur has a blink. No, not quite yet. I still think Trixie should just be farming. Don't worry about rotating until you get that blink dagger. And he's just so close at this point, it's just not worth the risk of getting picked off or overcommitting and dying. But there's the toss forward. Hoof stomp, Aloha Dance. He will get graved. Remnant to the high ground, and he'll scoot out that cheeky bloke.
Nice play from both teams, actually.
Yeah, nice coordination from Fnatic, but Arzeek in the right place at the right time, using that dazzle, as he well should. Dazzle him.
Dazzle.
Dazzle. I like Dazzle.
Yep.
I'm glad he's getting picked up more. We've seen some pretty big Dazzle plays today so far. That game won. They didn't win, but that Dazzle was on point.
Yep. No tail. I think the stack's going to be really important. If Bat Rider gets it, he gets his blink, and then he starts crushing people. So I think that Bat Rider should just straight up leave Hani secure this, because look how Fnatic, their eyes are on the prize.
Yeah. Oh, no tail. He'll take a lot of damage. They do finish off the Dazzle first. And Aloha Dance, he will scoot forward with that Fire Remnant. Finishes off Hani, but, pardon me, finishes off No Tail, but it won't be enough to save their Disruptor. This is a 2-for-1. Support's getting obliterated. Bat Rider now joining the fray. Trixie with a big hoof stomp will throw the double edge before he goes down. That secures the kill onto Starladder. Fly with a Chain Frost doing a lot of damage. No Fear falls. And now the Chain Frost moving into the big camp, and they will be able to clean up some of it at least. Aloha Dance will survive compliments of that Flame Guard and actually walks away with a couple of hit points. So it's not all bad, but still a good exchange for Fnatic.
Standing in the flames.
Yeah.
He actually didn't max Flame Guard. If you're going to go Flame Guard, commit to it, buddy. What the?
Definitely an interesting build here from the Ember.
Radiant's top tower
What
is
the?
under attack.
But now Centaur has his Blink Dagger. The stack has still not yet been taken out. No one's stack.
Yeah, the Chain
Even
Frost.
Bristle could come down and kill it.
The Chain Frost did a little bit of damage. What is it right now? Is it a
Radiant's
triple
top
stack?
tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Or is it only a double?
It's
No, it's a
tri-
triple. It's
it's a
two
triple.
Dark Trolls.
They're going for it. They want it.
Yep. Oh. God, yeah, I was looking at this stack. They get a kill on Hani up top, but now they're going to move in. Bat Rider, he's going to try and steal this. Flame Break. There's a lot of last hits up for grabs here. And Bat Rider got a couple of them. Looks like
No
he got
tails.
3.
Radiant's middle tower
Pretty
is under
dead.
attack.
Yeah, he's in trouble. There's the toss. Arzeek might be down as well. Yep, that Gray's going to expire, and he will fall. Trixie with the double edge. It's the support's getting killed once again. Now Aloha Dance joining the fray. He did get some bolas, but Bat Rider falls. Double kill coming out for Era. Now Aloha Dance is in some trouble. Flame Guard.
Is he in trouble? Flame Guard's owning, man.
Actually, maybe
we
not.
talked too much smack about it.
Oh, there you go. Era will finish him off, and now Era, he'll still fall. This has just been chaos in the mid lane fighting over this one stack.
Hani's just farming away, too.
Yeah.
Oh, Vanguard. Ugh.
Vanguard's okay on Bristol. Don't be such a hater.
He needs HP, but that's where Tread comes in.
Radiant's
Actually,
middle
Mac might have been a
tower
better
is under
choice here.
attack.
Do they have somebody working towards it already? Yeah, maybe Mac would have been a little bit more useful for him. He will start chasing down Seema, but needs to be careful. Yeah, he's having some armor issues here. Bat Rider coming in. There's the Blink Dagger. Lasso. Nope, doesn't have a lasso. Hani, he might be okay. No fear. He's the one that's in some trouble all of a sudden. Lich is nearby with the slow and one more auto attack. See you later. That'll be a kill going the other way. Now Aloha Dance, he's joining the party. Connects to the bolas on the Sleight of Fist, but it was to Hani's back. He's stacking up those charges. Trixie taking some damage as well. He'll get glimpsed. And actually might be glimpsed to safety. No, Sleight of Fist just a little bit too big of a radius, and they will pick up that kill. Still a 2-for-1. As oh, pardon me. Well, it's a 1-for-1. Dazzle got picked
my
off in
God.
the other lanes.
Sleight of Fist.
Fly will survive. There's the relocate. Seema, he'll fall. Aloha Dance, he's in big trouble. I don't think he has a remnant down. And they will pursue.
Are they fast enough, though?
Radiant's
I don't
middle
think so.
tower
I'm not
is
so
under
sure.
He
Yeah, I
has
don't think they
drums.
can
How
get
is
this.
Ember so fast? Oh, he has phase.
Yep, there's the drums complete now.
He's getting fat. He's doing work, dude.
Yeah.
Ember's ownage, though.
He is doing well. He's 6-1-3.
He has max Sleight of Fist now, so that's where you want to be. I'm glad he maxed Sleight of Fist over Bolus, though.
Yeah. If you don't go for that value point at level 5, then the bolas are not worth leveling. You need the cool. The big thing
There's
for Sleight of
smoke.
Fist is the cooldown.
Yeah. Well, and the damage. 120 a hit.
Well, the damage is big, but it goes from
Radiant's
even that
top
last
tower
point,
is under
16 or
attack.
14 to 6 in terms of second cooldown. That's a big jump.
It's ownage. Well, Fnatic looks like they may be stacking up a camp right here. Will be a triple stack in the Ancients. No fear. Looking for a gank. About 5 seconds left on his smoke, though. Will he be able to find anyone? Looks like it might just be Fly in the mid lane.
Oh, Lichy, he's in some trouble. Bolas to add insult to injury there, and they will secure a kill onto Kel'Thuzad. Meanwhile, down bottom, Seema the Slayer, he's in some trouble. He'll take the combo from Tiny. He does have the sprint online, and that'll be enough to secure the kill. He does double back a little bit. No Fear ports in, but he does not have his ultimate up. And Dazzle, level 3, Poison Touch right now. I don't know if they'll have enough for this, but uh-oh, in comes Aloha Dance. That's the end of EO, and Tiny gets glimpsed back. I think Era will fall right here. And, well, not before taking Dazzle out with him, so...
What a
A
blood.
2 for 2. I mean, it's not that bad. Space has been created, and up top, Hani did take out that tier 1 tower. This is a very strange game. 14 to 16 here at only the 13-minute mark.
Hane's just not been involved in any fights. I think he's the only hero that's like only been involved in 1 kill, and it was just that 1 kill in the bat right when they were trying to play
Chain
aggressively.
Frost comes out down bottom. They'll finish off the Disruptor. And actually, Aloha Dance will get hit by the Chain Frost as well. They won't pursue, even though he's slowed.
He's all good.
So who is this benefiting? And the answer is Fnatic. They've got 5,000 gold, about 3,500 experience up on ahead right now. So this massive fighting is really working out well for Fnatic, even though they're only ahead by 3 kills. They're killing it.
Ember's doing really
Radiant's
well, though.
bottom tower
And
is under
Bristol will
attack.
go Vanguard into a headdress. So he's probably going to go Vanguard mech. And uh-oh, Aloha Dance. He goes in on to Fly. Fire Remnant to the side. Trixie trying to do what he can, but there's the relocate. More Fire Remnants coming out. Kinetic Field from the Disruptor. And they won't be able to kill. This Ember is just too elusive. Fnatic really don't have a lot of lockdown this game. That is
Oh,
one
they
thing they're
relocated it out, and looks like no one will die.
Nope.
Well, that's unfortunate.
lacking.
I want to see more blood.
Oh, you want to see more blood?
More blood.
Yeah, this is a good game for Ember Spirit in general, though. There's just not a lot of lockdown, and when you don't have a lot of hard stuns, a lot of hard crowd controls, Ember can just kind of do whatever he wants and use those Fire Remnants to be all elusive and scoot boot around.
Yeah, he's very good about using his fire remnants, though.
Radiant's
Yeah,
middle
Aloha
tower
Dance has been
is
playing
under
this pretty
attack.
well. Positioning
Dire's
good.
bottom
The big
tower
thing with
has
Ember as
fallen.
well is recognizing that you're not really a right-click kind of carry. It's all about sitting back and using the Sleight of Fist, connecting with the
Radiant
bolas, and just doing a
structures
lot
are
of
fortified.
constant damage and trying to burst people down. He's one of those heroes that you really need to know your limits and know when is the right time to man up and when is the right time to retreat. And that seems like something a lot of Embers have still yet to really understand to the deepest of levels.
Radiant's middle
Nice
tower
toss
is
from
under
Era to
attack.
secure that tower kill in middle. He's getting pretty big and pudgy, too. He will have a scepter about 1,000 goldish. Pretty good. Hani's still farming away. He's pretty darn close to his mech. I think he just needs 150 gold. But I would like to see Hani get more involved in fights. I think they could be crushing ahead even harder if Hani were there. Or if he just went mech instead of Vanguard and started fighting too. It's just taking a little bit too long for him. I think Bristol's like a very, very good early mid fighter.
Yeah, he definitely falls off after that mid game where Bristleback, the ability just...
Starladder has Ogre Club too, so no Blink Dagger out on him. Not for some time to come.
Okay, I see the need for a BKB first. There is a lot of magic damage, but
If you're behind, then you kind of have to, I think.
yeah, and Slardar's farm is pretty lackluster. If you look at the net worth chart, he is being more than doubled by the Tiny right now.
Well, here they go, smoke into the jungle. Aloha
And
Dance.
They'll catch him. Yep, Trixie using that Blink Dagger, and see ya, Ember Spirit.
See it indeed. Nice observer ward here to pick things off. I think they can seek an erosion. They have a regeneration rune on the EO to heal up whoever is tanking. Looks like it will be Era. They are going for it. 650 gold until the Aegis. Or sorry, until the Scepter. Hani will be starting to get involved. Woo!
Oh, hey, Hani. Good to see ya. Yeah, he's got his mech now, so still a decent mech timing, though. All of that farm did kind of pay off.
Yeah.
16 minutes is not too shabby, especially considering he got Vanguard first. And Hooded Defiance is now up on the Centaur, so Trixie will have a
Radiant's
pipe
bottom tower is
before
under
too long
attack.
as well. A pretty decent
Dire's middle
itemization. They've got
tower
some
is
magic
under
armor,
attack.
they've got some regular armor, now they've got some heals as well. Just very well suited to deal with the team fighting in this super aggressive game. Now
Dire's
that they
top
have
tower
Roche,
is under- Roshan
Era will
has
find himself
fallen
30
to
gold
the
short
back.
of the Ag Scepter. And that's when things will get really scary. Because not only will Tiny hit harder and faster, not faster so much, but he'll hit harder, he's cleaving, and that's kind of like Tiny's version of Battle Fury. So we'll see Era hit harder and also farm a bit more effectively as well.
Mm-hmm. And ahead, do they have better late game? Maybe if Starladder or more farm, I think they could deal with Fnatic. But Fnatic's, their heroes are like super fat and super tanky. And on top of that, they have good skills to deal with ahead. Like Bristleback, he can just turn his back. He's super tanky. And they have a Centaur against their double melee heroes, as well as a tiny, craggy exterior. Very good versus Starladder and Ember, who won't have any BKBs anytime soon. There's a relocate. Ame is truck.
Yeah, our Zeke is actually the one taking a lot of damage here in the mid lane. He falls just about simultaneously. Ember Spirit will be able to scoot away. He did connect with some nice bowls to get things started off, but both supports of Ahead get picked, and yeah, now Fnatic can just press up the mid lane. I just think Ahead don't have the tools to deal with this. The mech versus no mech is just a large disparity now as well in these team fights that give Fnatic such a big edge. There is a Crystallis out on the Ember Spirit, but even though he's farmed, it still just isn't quite enough damage.
Oh, he just barely dodged that stun with Sleight of Fist.
Yeah, close call. But still big plays coming. And oh, both bowls on the creeps. That's unfortunate.
No Fear does have Blink Lasso if he wants to initiate, but there's a glimpse. Era in no man's land.
And the team will be nearby, though. He's stuck inside the Static Storm, but there's just plenty of support. No Tail comes in and actually almost costs himself his life. They do finish off the Ember Spirit, and lucky for them because they both would die to a Sleight of Fist right about now. They will go for the Disruptor, it looks like. Kinetic Field comes out. Era will not be able to pursue. So a close call for Fnatic, but they get the Tier 2 tower, and they secure a kill on the Ember Spirit.
Yep. Yep. Fnatic can just kind of take it easy for now. They can press further with the Aegis if they want to, but they don't have to. They're not really under any pressure right now to kill Ahead. Yeah, Starladder's going to get BKB sometime, and Ember Spirit's going to get his Daedalus sometime, but at the same time, Fnatic, they have a really good base sieging lineup because Tiny is just really big and fat, especially with the Wisp behind him. They already have the Aegis on him. He already has Scepter. They're doing very well in terms of farm. Bristle, the last hit leader. Is he a net worth leader though? Nope. Tiny is 1,300 gold ahead of him because he's been involved in far more kills. They have items up on the supports. The Lich is already up with the 4 staff. Io almost has a Vlad actually, which is pretty good for the Tribe Melee lineup. Centaur is getting pretty fat. He has his pipe. So, I mean, everything's going well for Fnatic right now.
Yeah, there is a smoke coming out from Ahead, and they may catch Fnatic off guard. There is a double damage ring up on Era, so there is a chance that they could maybe turn something around. Wisp is with him. Low on mana right now, but there's the glimpse back onto Io, and they're just going to have to cut their losses here. No Tail falls.
They really need to get Tiny here. If they get Tiny here, they can get his Aegis.
And if he can get a Sleight of Fist Bola combo, this could be huge. But no, Era just turns around. He'll go blow for blow with Aloha Dance. See ya. Wow, that will proc the Aegis, but well done by Era, showing us what that double damage Tiny is all about. And now Fly, he'll come in. Does he have a Chain Frost available? 2 seconds, he gets glimpsed back. How unfortunate. Our Zeke in the trees, trying to juke around with the Tiny, and Era should be able to solo him down. Yep, easy kill. Disruptor got picked off as well. Just a disaster for Ahead. It'll end up being a 1 for 3 following that smoke.
Nice turnaround by Era, though.
Yep.
Just beating Ember up.
Radiant's bottom tower has been
showing us how squishy Ember is, and that's sort of what I was talking about. You have to know when to man up and when not to man up, and that's a good example of how squishy Ember is. Yeah, he does a lot of damage, but he is really a glass cannon.
Well, Aegis still up on Tiny. I think they actually should have gone for the Tiny instead of the Wisp. Yeah, he might get relocated out, but the worst trade is even if he does get relocated out, they still get a Wisp, which is what they got originally. So the chance of them getting Era twice is really big there because Fnatic was completely out of position to defend that until the chase happened from here all the way to here. Once that happens, that's enough time for all of Fnatic to come in and aid him.
Yeah, that's true. He did make it out pretty far. Well, now Assault Kuros in production from the Tiny.
Oh, that's a big stack. Oh, goodness.
What was that, 4 stack?
I think so.
At least. So, he does have Plate Mail, Hyperstone, and he'll actually be pretty darn close to that Assault Kuros now. Just about 400 gold off the recipe or so. And that is, I mean, just look at the net worth. All of a sudden, he just jumps up.
Ahead is they're not that bad. There might be 20th percentile, but they maybe should be a little bit higher.
Yep, and oh. They get a kill on Ember in the mid lane. I was watching the Lich as Fly hops forward here, and he may actually pay for his trouble. No, he won't.
It was a
force
Blink
that
Centaur stun into relocate. I watched it.
back. I watched it.
I watched it.
Watched that
Ember
Ember
get
burn.
trucked.
Yeah. So 15,000 golden experience lead. Oh, Fnatic. You just can't give them Tiny Wisp. They will first pick it every time, and they're just so good with it.
They really are.
I mean, you do get stuck in that kind of, you can only ban out so many heroes kind of a thing. I mean, the bans from ahead were good, Invoker and Naga, but against Fnatic, I think you got to put extra priority on the Wisp.
Era just no cares in the world. AC already completed, just beating on this tower.
Just wrecking this tower.
Yeah, that's tiny for you.
And there's the initiation. Bolas actually do connect on the Era with the Sleight of Fist forward, but out comes the pipe from Trixie. They do score the deny on the tower. Static Storm right in the middle of the fight, but there we go. Era initiates on the Seam of the Slayer. Starladder taking heavy damage. He'll get a shallow grave, but he'll be forced to slither back. Chain Frost going to take a lot of bounces here. A decent spread, but it comes right back into the fight. Oh no, a disaster for a head. They thought that they could spread enough, but they
What a
don't.
Chain Frost.
And yeah, that was devastating.
Well, Era's unstoppable. This Tiny just does so much damage to towers. Like, if they had a Tiny last game instead of Wraithing, I think it would have been a lot different. Because look how fast he sieges the base. Like, Skeleton King was super stacked, probably less items, but he does far less damage to towers. Like, yeah, he has a overcharge too, but still, Tiny, you cannot mess with this guy.
Scepter bonus building damage, 75%. That would be why he
Fnatic
chunks
victory.
structures so much. That branch, that's a value branch right there, man.
Well,
Jeez.
Fnatic crushing again with Tiny Wisp.